Hello, everyone. Welcome. Not sure if anyone's here. Thought I'd try this out, see if anyone wants to join. I'm gonna get rid of this thing. Anyone here? Nope. I got spider webs on me. Who ended up joining me? Welcome. Oh, looks like I've got 4 people. Drinking something a little different this time. Different than my usual. Oof, look at that little mad professor style. That's what my wife calls it when my hair starts curling up. Mad professor. Hello, Varun. Welcome. What am I drinking? I'm drinking today. This is a Casal Garcia. It's a Vinho Verde from Portugal. Um, this was a wine that we had at my wife and I our wedding. We got married in Pinckney, Michigan. Pinckney, Pinckney, ah, Pinckney, Michigan. Um, and yeah, this was just the wine that we got there. It's dirt pretty cheap. I don't know. When we lived in Boston, we used to get it for about $6.50, $7, somewhere on there. Here on Bainbridge, it's $10. But yeah. So I posted a video yesterday about fabric, um, and that seemed to go over pretty well. I'm just noticing on the screen, this thing looks really weird. It looks like I mean, it's got a. I mean, you touch it, you don't. There's nothing. It doesn't feel like there's anything there, but oh, I have the a little bit of medication on there, but then it's made this kind of white spot around it, like a target. I don't know what it is. Well, I mean, it's something we're trying to fix up, um, but the it's a steroidal cream that I'm putting on here, and it it just makes everything around it all white. It's weird. Not that that's relevant to anything, but got it. Got fabric installed yesterday. What do you think so far? I as I think I mentioned toward the end of the video, I'm not a fan of the tools. Although I said that on the video, and now I found myself just using it uh, to get something done, and it was like, oh well, actually this is pretty convenient. What's up with the purple border? Oh, do you see that? Huh? Yeah. What is up with that? I thought that was just a thing I saw on my side. Let's see if we can get rid of that. That's horrible. Um, speaking. Hmm. I don't think I caught that last time. Oh, bit low. Interesting. Really? Lower than normal? How is that? Is that a little bit better? And it says Matt. Yeah, it does say Matt. Okay, okay. Let's see what's going on here. That is annoying. Did that go away? No, that didn't go away. Um, to get rid of that. That is. Oh, Megan. Now it's frustrating me too. Um, let's see. Hide. No. Oh man, that is going to be super frustrating. I don't see a way to get rid of that thing. I'll have to figure that out for next time. Hopefully, it's not too annoying. Yeah. Get rid of that. Okay. Okay, that text is gone, but I don't. Aha. Well, that's one thing. Um, I've been curious about how to get rid of that mirroring video. Mm, yeah, I don't know what. I'm gonna add it to my list of things that I find annoying about Riverside, which is a tool I've been playing around with for a few weeks now. Color. No. Oh man, that totally sucks. Okay. Well, I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, what's up with the questions? Not lower than normal. Is normal low? Oh man, that's red. I wonder if that's just a shadow from the bump of my head, or is that actually a red spot? That's weird. Hmm. Um, it'd be great to have Daniel on this channel. Ah, it's like I'm Gorbachev or something with that red spot there. Um, okay, I'll just have to keep talking and never stop talking. I'll just randomly and the red border won't go away. Okay. Just saw the fabric video. Do you think you could do some you think do you think could be something useful to create a semantic router for the patterns and use it in an agent? Um, Tell me more about what you mean by that. And while you're telling me that, I will go on. Oops. Um, would love a video on open web UI functions and tools. Man, the documentation is lacking for sure. Totally lacking. But that is always the last thing that gets done. The documentation at Datadog was terrible for a long, long time until, well, I don't want to say I fixed it, but I created the documentation team um, and I was really the first person to focus on building out. Before I was there was no one person focusing on documentation. So, these documentation is often one of those last things that people do. It's not until somebody's really focused on it. Oh man, that red, I'd never noticed that purple border before. It's makes sense when there's multiple people, and now it's just me, and it is frustrating. Um, yeah, there's no. That's crazy. Oh, Mike. Okay, well, let's see. Is there any solution to use Olama to help me fill web forms? Some sort of integration with Chrome or Firefox browser? No. Um, I don't really know of. I mean, I know that for fields that are consistent, like address, and I wonder what does it on my Mac. I have a feeling it's one password that is doing that on my Mac, or maybe it's. I mean, every time I go into a web form and it's a address field or a name field, it will automatically put in my name and my address. Um, and I'm not sure if that is one password doing that or who it is. I don't really think it's something that Olama you'd want Olama to do. I mean, often there's so many of these things where um, people want to use a model to do some function, and the model is like the slowest, worst way to possibly do it. Like one of the things I find annoying in Fabric is that there's one of the prompts is pulling the ID out of the URL for a YouTube video. It's like, what? Was that just? I mean, yeah, it's you can, but it's going to take even with open AI, it's going to take you know seconds to do versus just doing that in pure code with a regex or something else, and it's going to take you know in the order of milliseconds to do. So I don't know if that's the best option for filling out. I can't think of a scenario where filling out forms would be beneficial. Let's see. Yeah, I don't automated testing maybe like for helping come up with tool scripts for Puppeteer to run, or what's the other one? There's Puppeteer and there's I can't remember what are the other web testing tools out there. I like how 27B fits perfectly on my GPU. The model is just okay though. Yeah, I guess you're talking about Gemma 2 27B. Um, I I was playing around with it and I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then I tried a few things that I've tried. I do regularly with Llama 3, and Llama 3 is just better for so much. I've every time I've tried a Google model, every version of one, it's always been, okay, this is gonna be great. Oh, yeah, it's okay. It's not as it's never as good as what they promised. They're a company that definitely over promises and under delivers. I yeah. God, that purple border is bugging the hell out of me. Um, I'll fix it in post. I wonder if I can. see, what else did I miss? Anything else? And I finally got around to posting the source code for the fabric video. It's always my like, uh, I I do a video about something that about something that I've written, and actually the code is in some other tool that I'm actually using, but it's all mixed up with lots of other stuff, and so I describe it in the video, but what I described in the video didn't actually exist in that same form. And so I had to kind of pluck out all the bits and pieces that I actually did talk about and put it into one file that made it simpler and more easier to follow the process. And so I finally did that today. And at the same time, one thing I spent today on was building a tool that would, um, for any model that you download, like Gemma 2, for example, the I think the context size for the model as it is on olama.com is set to 4096 tokens. 40, 20, 1024. Yeah, 4096. I have to like multiply 24 times 4 is how much? Yeah, 4096. Yeah. Um, and the actual maximum context size is 8192. And is there a way to, now it's really easy to create a new model file that is, all you need is a from statement from Gemma 2 9b or 27b. And then the next line, parameter num underscore ctx space 8192, and then do a Olama create, whatever you want to call it, -f, and then what's the file name that your model file is. And then that will create the model, putting in your username on olama.com / that model name. And then you can do Olama push, your username / model name and all the tags. So it's really easy to do, but is there a way to make it easier? And without having to do a lot of research about what is the maximum size. And so that took me down the rabbit hole of figuring out how do I parse the GGUF file that's in the blobs directory. And are there any libraries to make that easier? I found one. I found one, first I found the Hugging Face one, but that gave me all sorts of errors. So I found another one that seemed to do a better job. And so that way I could get my first process was, it'd be great if I could show you this. Oh, what's my topic today? I have no topic. I'm winging it. I wing it a lot. How do you test new models? Is it just a felling? Or you have some kind of, is it just a felling? Feeling. Is it a feeling? Yeah. Are we talking about training models and quantization? We could, if you want to. Usually I just go by questions. What are the questions in the room? And then I start rambling if nobody's asking questions. And when does the sun set up there? Let's see if the sun has set. Sun has not set. See if I can turn the camera around over there. I can't quite see anything in my little cave down here. Sunset. Open up Carrot. Sunset is in 30 minutes. I liked your video about Fabric. Are you sharing your code? Yes. I was just talking about that. I it's on my GitHub repo. It's github.com/, hold on, let's see if I can figure out how to share my screen. Uh okay, that looks like it's my screen. So if I go into GitHub slash not Daniel Miesler, um, Technovangelist, and then under video projects, and in here there is one for today's date, although I guess it should have been yesterday's date, um, using Fabric. And here is the file. So this is what I demonstrated yesterday in the Fabric video. Now, this is probably not very clear. Let me know if that's clear. I just realized I don't have a way of seeing. What is the chat saying? Live. Okay. Okay. Next question is, have you had a chance to play with the Continue plugin for VS Code? And if so, what are your thoughts in comparison? I started playing around with Continue again recently. And I think it seems to be conflicting with other things. I think I've had too many models all going on at the same time. And kind of buggered up my VS Code setup. Yeah, so it is the stream right now. I am showing. This is another one of the things that's not great about Riverside. It doesn't seem to. You can share a screen, but not easily. And so I'm actually sharing my screen over a camera feed, so it does different things with sharpening the pixels. That's a bit weird to say. Let's see. Have you by any chance looked at IPEX LLM, a Python library for Intel GPUs? No, I have not. Mostly because I don't have access to any Intel GPUs, so I don't. I have my main machine, my main two machines are all M1 Apple Silicon M1s, and I guess my iPad is an M4 Apple Silicon M4. So I don't have any Intel. I actually I think I do have a Intel based machine somewhere that powered off. It's probably ancient, so I'm sure that's really slow. Okay, so oh, what was I doing today? Let's see if I can find it. No, that's not it. Let's go to. Oh, there we go. Context maximizer code. So it's just this bit of code to figure out. Let's see. Let's get rid of that. Figure out. First off, load up for any given model. In this case, I'm grabbing Quen2. Go ahead and get the model information from Olama, and then grab the number of parameters, get rid of the b at the end and the dot zero. Grab the quantization level in this particular model, and then look in the parameters to see if there is anything with numctx in it. And then figure out the context length in that model. So it's going, if it's not mentioned, if the num context is not mentioned, then it's going to be 2048. And then once I've got all that, grab the model file, and then that's just a bunch of text. Split it by \n. Okay, we'll make it bigger. That's about as big as I can get. And then split it by \n, and then look for the from line. So get rid of the from, and then I have the blob path for the model. And then I just load up the file and spit out an array buffer, at least the first 10 megs of the array buffer, and then load it up using this gguf metadata, which is in a package called Hylama. Too many of these overlays. So there's this package called Hylama that has gguf metadata. I mentioned before I tried using the Hugging Face module, but it was giving me errors. But and in the metadata for in the actual gguf file, there is whatever architecture this model is. So in this case, it's what am I looking at? Quen. I'm not sure which one that is, but so some of the architectures include, llama or I can't remember. Anyway, whatever the architecture is, that dot context length is the maximum context length supported by the model according to the authors of the model. And then if it's set, if the context is the same as the original context, then it's already maxed out. Otherwise, let's go ahead and create a new model. And so I'm going to create a new model called, in my case, m slash whatever the source model name was, add the parameters at the end and the quantization, and add a dash max to it, just so I can see that's what the maxed out context. And then I just do Olama create. Here's my model name, and my model file is going to be from, and then the blob path. And then it's got one thing in it: parameter num context max context. And so if I run that, well, if I run it, all it's going to say is, okay, I've created a new model, and then I can go into Arc and go to olama.com. Oops. And /m. And sort by newest. And so there's the Quen2 one. And so I've got a Quen2 : 7b dot q4 underscore 0 dash max, and that is basically the same thing as the Qwen2 that's on olama.com/library, but with a num context set to 32,768. And so I've done this only for a couple other models, Llama 3 and Gemma 2. So Gemma 2, you can have 9B or 27B, both cases max. And so those are set to 8192 is the context size. So anyway, that was kind of what I was playing around with earlier today. And I think I'm gonna make that into a video to come out maybe next week. I think that could be interesting, and I'll be able to say it in a more in a more clear way, and I'll have better screen sharing. Speaking of Intel, I saw your previous video on Fabric, and I'm wondering if Fabric can be installed on Windows platform. On Windows with WSL, yes. On Windows itself, I don't think so. I think it needs WSL. For those of you who have missed it, I'm drinking. Oh, you can't even see me. For those of you who missed, hopefully that's going to switch back over. Yeah, for those of you who missed it, I am drinking wine tonight. This is a Casal Garcia. It's a Vinho Verde from Portugal. Hi, Jude. Oh man, that is splotchy. My internet sucks. I think I've mentioned this a few times in the past. My internet just sucks. So frustrating. I need to find. I wonder. Oh. Let's see. Have you tested parallel processing in Olama with the latest version? I had it running quite well, and after updating it, seems like it's not enabled anymore. Which platform are you? Are you on Windows or Linux or Mac? No, I don't think that should matter, but I don't know. Let's go to quit Olama. Ubuntu, okay. What's on here? Okay, so if I do Olama dash serve, wait, Olama serve. Do I have anything turned on? This is Olama max loaded models is 1 and Olama num parallel 1. Okay, so does it launch CTO Olama num parallel 3 and launch CTL set and llama max loaded models 2. Okay, so now if I run Olama and then go to the .olama/logs and tail server. Oops. And that says max loaded models is 2 and Olama num parallel 3. Okay, so the question was, seems like it's not enabled anymore. Okay. Let's see. Llama run num3. Hi. Llama run Gemma poo. No. Poo. Poo. Okay. Hi. Okay, so bye. And then Olama, yes, is it? So it looks like both models are loaded into memory. And what was the tool I used? Zelage. Yeah. So here, if I do a Control T, nope. Control T, nope. How do I do this? Control T. Oh. Control T, new. Okay, that wasn't it. Control P, new. Okay. Control P and new. Okay. So now, if I do, actually, let's exit out of that one. Olama. And then Control P. I want to sync. The S? No. Okay. Control S. No. What was it? Watch me fumble around aimlessly. Okay, so Olama run Gemma 2. What is a black hole? And Olama run Llama 3. What is a black hole? I'll press enter there, and I'll press enter there. And so those are two models, two very different models running at the same time. That's pretty awesome. And then I'll do a Llama run Llama 3, what is black hole? And whoops. And why is the sky blue? That and that. Okay, so we got why is the sky? So the first one demonstrated how many models are loaded at the same time, and this one is showing how many prompts are being run at the same time of the same model. Woohoo! Hopefully that made sense. Jade, what's wrong? You're spinning. Spinning dogs often mean. A spinning dog often means that she needs to pee. You need to pee? Do you need to pee? Do you want to say that to the audience? Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, oh, that don't look good. Wonder what happened there. My camera went off. Oh, hmm. There you go. I can't seem to bring my camera back. What's going on here? GH5. Any? I wonder what is wrong here. Why can I not see anything on my camera? Huh. My camera's gone completely dead. Hmm. I don't know what happened here. My everything's gone away. So it seems like I need to stop the stream because I can't see anything. I blame the spinning dog. Yes. Um, I I think so. I think so. It's. I'm not sure if you can hear me. Not sure if you can hear me. Um, on. Not sure what's going on. Okay, so you can hear. Yeah, um, oh, I think I heard something. Yeah, okay, so that's some people say my voice is my best quality. But I kind of wish I could show something. Um, Turn off the camera. Definitely hearing something. I turn on the camera, but I get anything to show up. So I guess I am stopping the stream. I'm so sorry about this. I don't know what happened. Well, I know what happened. I pressed a button. I pressed a button that said, I just pressed a button that said turn off the camera. And I'm not sure why yeah, have I tried turning it off and only about 14 times. Um, let's try one other thing. What happens if I leave this?